Hello everyone. Today I'm trying to create a new summary program for you. Please let me know if you like this format. According to interviews by the Chinese edition of the Epoch Times, China's epidemic continues to rage. Mrs. Li, a villager in Baoding City, Hebei province, mentioned that the local situation is quite severe, with many people having a fever. A lot of elderly people have died after getting a fever. Several young people around her have also died after being infected. A friend who was only in her 40s recently caught a cold, went to sleep, and never woke up. Mrs. Lee said, I personally know of 3 cases of death in this way. Mrs. Liu, an employee of a state-owned enterprise in Baotou in Mongolia, recently told the Epoch Times, recently 3 people I know have died. There was a woman who was quite close to me and she suddenly passed away. She mentioned that the 3 people she knew who died were between the ages of 50 and 60. According to the CCP's official news, Hu Haifeng, the son of former CCP leader Hu Jintao, has been appointed the Vice Minister of the Ministry of Civil Affairs. Hu Haifeng's appointment has drawn widespread attention as his father, Hu Jintao, was escorted out of the closing ceremony of the CCP's 20th National Congress last year, sparking speculation about internal CCP struggles. Hu Haifeng entered politics in 2013 and has held positions such as Deputy Secretary of the CCP's Jiaxing Municipal Committee and Secretary of the Lishui Municipal Committee. Despite being the son of a former party leader, his career advancement has been relatively slow until his promotion to the vice ministerial level. Some analysts believe that Hu Haifeng's promotion may be a gesture by Xi Jinping to appease the party, as he has faced setbacks in several areas in recent months, including the defeat of the Kuomintang in the Taiwan elections. By the way, I translated a video a couple of days ago called 27 Years of Hu Jintao and Xi Jinping, which is available on the Ganjin World platform. Please take a look when you have time and see how the relationship between Hu Jintao and Xi Jinping changed over the 27 years since 1995. I myself was quite stunned by it. Before Xi Jinping took power, he was very respectful when he met Hu Jintao, but in the end, he turned his back on him when he had power. In that video, there is a scene from July 1st, 2021 at the event of the celebration of the 100th anniversary of the founding of the CCP. In that scene, to the right of Xi Jinping is Li Keqiang, and to his left is Hu Jintao. Just a couple of years ago, these 3 were together celebrating the CCP's centennial. Now, the person on Xi Jinping's right has suddenly died mysteriously, and the person on his left was dragged out of the meeting, and his whereabouts are unknown. So, this is a manifestation of the brutal power struggle within the Chinese Communist Party. It's really a matter of life and death. Whoever fails in the power struggle faces a tragic fate where their life, property, and even their safety are at risk. That's why Xi Jinping is so desperate to hold on to power. News from mainland China indicates that in the Chinese market, high-end consumption items like luxury cars, watches, and pianos are experiencing significant declines in both price and sales, highlighting the collapse of China's high-end consumption. For example, luxury car brands like BMW, Mercedes-Benz, Audi Q7, and Porsche have heavily discounted their prices, yet sales are still sharply shrinking. Porsche's sales data for the third quarter of 2023 reveals a staggering 40% decline in the Chinese market, making it the only market where the brand experienced a downturn globally. The luxury watch market has also suffered a complete collapse in 2023. For instance, the Rolex Green Gold GMT, considered a market indicator, soared to a price of 1 million yuan at the beginning of 2023, but dropped below 500,000 yuan at its lowest point. The price of the red blue GMT also fell from 250,000 yuan at the beginning of 2023 to the current 150,000 yuan. Even classic high-end consumption items like pianos are struggling to sell. Pianos that were previously bought for 50 to 60,000 yuan are now being offered for 5,000 yuan with no takers. Public data show that in the first three quarters of 2023, revenue for Pearl River piano plummeted by 31% and net profit dropped by 94%. Henan piano's revenue continued to decline by 22%, and net profit fell by 25% on the basis of a significant drop in 2022. Commentators suggest that what used to support the bubble in the high-end consumption market was actually the middle class with beautiful expectations. The collapse of the high-end product market indicates a collective breakdown of the small and medium-sized bosses and urban middle class pretending to be wealthy. The main reason for this situation is the poor performance of China's real estate and stock markets in 2023, along with across-the-board salary cuts and layoffs, leading to a significant devaluation of middle-class homes and a substantial reduction in income. The wealth illusion scattered and consumer confidence plunged into an ice cave. As we all know, after China's youth employment rate hit a record high at 21.3% in June last year, the CCP's Bureau of Statistics stopped releasing that figure. After months of suspension today, that's January 13th, the CCP suddenly released a new figure stating that the youth unemployment rate, excluding school students, was 14.9% in December last year. This figure was immediately questioned by netizens. In fact, on January 14th, several mainland media reported that a growing number of unemployed people in China are choosing to hide in libraries in order to conceal their unemployment from their families. These individuals go to great lengths to maintain the illusion of being employed, leaving their homes at the same time each morning, carrying briefcases or backpacks and laptops, and taking the usual route to work by car or subway. However, their destination is not their office, but rather the library. In the library, Some of them search for work anxiously, while others who initially thought that they would only need to stay for a few months had ended up staying for a year. A 40-year-old woman named Mo Li told a reporter that she used to work in the IT industry for a foreign company. After being laid off in February of last year, she now spends 3 to 4 days a week in the library. She said she has changed 4 or 5 jobs in recent years but has been laid off 3 times. In order to find a job, she has lowered her salary expectations to 6,000 yuan or $840 per month. But she has still not been successful after multiple interviews. To avoid worrying her family, she has not told them about her unemployment and is the first one to enter the library each day, leaving at 5 or 6 p.m. to make it appear as though she's still working. A 36-year-old man named Yi Hao was laid off in July of last year. He said that after being laid off, his first thought was that he needed to find a place with low-cost internet access and a quiet and comfortable environment. After considering his options, he decided that the library was the best choice. Ye Hao mentioned that he lives with his parents and does not want them to know that he's unemployed, as he does not want to worry them. Therefore, he pretends to go to the library every morning. I thought I would only stay for a month or two at most, but I ended up staying for 5 months. The CCP's National Bureau of Statistics has reported that by the end of 2023, the total population of China decreased by 2.08 million, making a 0.15% year-to-year decline to 1.4967 billion people. This is significantly higher than the 850,000 population decrease in 2022. Throughout the year, there were 9.02 million births, resulting in a birth rate of 6.39 per thousand, while 11.1 million deaths occurred, leading to a death rate of 7.87 per thousand. The natural population growth rate stood at a negative 1.48 per thousand. This marks the second consecutive year of population decline in China. Experts believe that this trend will have profound long-term effects on economic growth, with declining birth rates proving challenging to reverse. Well, that's all for today. Again, please let me know if you like this format or not. Please don't forget to like and share my videos and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Thank you. See you next time.